heading to the age 30 and it feels like everything is just suffocating you. You can't breathe. You're feeling so overwhelmed. You're feeling stuck. Do this before you turn 30. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you're doing today? My name is Naomi of Wedu and you all are highly welcome. If you're new to my channel, please, you're welcome. Welcome to the family, and I hope you stay glued and subscribed to this channel. So in today's video, I'm just gonna go straight up because I don't really want to talk too much on this topic. I'm going to give you tips that would literally change your life before you turn 30. There's this sort of feeling that a whole lot of people tend to, tell me. Most of my friends that have gotten to the age 30, they tend to tell me that they have this sort of strange feeling, like it's so crazy, like they feel overwhelmed, they feel sad, they feel even gets to depression. So it's crazy because I'm like, oh wow, like why do you feel this way? Like, why do you tend to feel this way when you've gotten to the age 30? They tell me that 30 years is like a different year because it feels like you need to have your life figured out. Do you understand? So it feels like the society, or it's like the basic criteria for you to get to 30 means that you need to at least figure out your life, at least figure out, get yourself together, at least be married, at least be this, da. Whatever the society has tried to, like, put out there for you to feel very, very over your head. I feel like majority of people that feel this way are people that tend to feel like they've not gotten to their major goals, they've not, achieved what they are supposed to have achieved, and maybe they are not literally having like financial freedom. Please pause this video, take a deep breath. All I want you to always have in your head for it to reoccur is everything it's going to work out. Everything is going to work out for my good. Always have that script in mind. Yes, it's Naomi that told you. Always have that script in mind. I feel like you know what is going to happen. If you feel very overwhelmed, you have a lot of things going on, you know what? Take out a sheet of paper, itemize everything, your bucket list, what you want to do. Take out time, draft everything off, and pick one. Let me tell you the secret of not feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, the secret of not feeling overwhelmed is you forgetting, or you being vulnerable to take one thing at a time, to take one step at a time. That's the way you're going to come out of that overwhelming feeling. It's the priority on that list. My second point is right now is that, let me tell you something. If you, especially for people that really want to be successful in life, if you want to be successful and you're still just doing only 9 to 5, I'm sorry, I don't know if you really want that financial freedom at some certain particular age. It's not going to work like that. You're not going to have a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 is not going to give you what you want. Start up a business. I'm not saying you should quit your 9 to 5. You get me? Start a side hustle. Start a side hustle. Learn things that you've always been passionate about. Venture into businesses that you've always been passionate about. Something like a different source of income. Having to click on a 9 to 5 is not going to do some certain things for you. I'm being very honest, especially when you want to get married, you want to get this, you want to get that, you want to get this. You're not going to, like, there is a whole lot of responsibilities. There are bills to pay. I'm telling you, that's when people venture. That's when people see themselves heading into being very overwhelmed, being sad, being depressed, because they know that the 9 to 5 job isn't going to give them the sort of money they want in life. And let me tell you something, as you keep aging, expenses are going to keep climbing up, so you need to know what you're doing. My next point is also in relation to my previous point, is practice meditation. Because why I'm saying this is because you're going to tend to like face a whole lot of obstacles in life. That one is not going out of your way. Like, I'm being very honest. You're going to be having a whole lot of feelings going on. Meditating actually makes you calm your nerves, especially when you're feeling somehow. You're in your bed, you're just thinking about a whole lot of things. Meditate, breathe. That sort of act of meditating is going to help you, you know, clear out so many drafts you have in your head. Just going to calm yourself down, and it's going to clear your head for you to figure out ways in which you're going to enhance your life. Affirmations, yoga, all of those things. Inculcate that right now before heading into 30, because if you're going to tell yourself that 30 is a different stage, you ought to have to carry out some certain permanent activities, or that would literally change your life forever. I'm telling you, try and learn a new hobby. Let your life, like, do not let your life be stagnant. Do not be boring, except that's like your forever decision. But learn a new language. It's going to totally change your life, because you can never really know what's going to elevate you in this life. If you're going to learn a different language, and let's say your job, your 9 to 5 or whatever, isn't paying you, and you see an offer that requires someone who is very fluent with a certain sort of language or whatever it is, it's going to pull you out of the population, because a whole lot of Nigerians right now are heading to the fact of, practicing Spanish, German, French, different sorts of things, because once they know that whatever opportunities are going to arise, they are going to aim for that. Now, if you're going to be traveling to countries, different sort of things, you learning those sort of language is already a boost to how people are going to address you. And, they'll be surprised, oh, you're Nigerian and you know how to speak. How did you learn that? And from there, you do not know where opportunities are going to take you. So try, like right now, I'm learning Spanish. I started last week. That's just something that I really, really do love. In as much as a whole lot of people will advise you, oh, do this before you turn 30, do this, learn to take a break. Learn to take a break. I'm telling you, that will help you so much in your mental state. Learn to take a break. You don't have to do all the whole work. You don't have to kill yourself. Learn to take a break, because let me tell you something, yeah. If eventually your whole 20s, you've always been working hard, you've always been stressful, you've always been stressed, like, what is the probability of you heading into your 30s and it's not going to be a very, very wrong stage in your life? Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot for you to hold in. If you're not going to practice the act of taking a break, knowing when to take a break, knowing when your mental health is at risk, knowing when to do some certain things. Why I say a lot of people need to take a break, because and learn to understand the balance of your mental capacity, is some certain kind of persons, it's not everyone that know how to manage stress. Now, some people will even get to the extent of being depressed because they feel like their whole life is just going to be about working. They're not going to fulfill their dreams. This, that. That's why it's good to cool off, take a break, and try and do other things that makes your life meaningful. The next point is travel. This one, travel before you get to 30. Travel before you get to 30. What I'm trying to tell you is that you don't have to travel to an expensive country. You can do like an African country. There's Ghana, there is Rwanda, there is Kenya. You don't have to travel to Dubai. You don't have to travel to Turkey. You don't have to travel to all of those expensive places that we have. You can just take out time, or maybe a little bit of your savings, travel to Ghana, travel to Kenya, travel to anywhere in the world. Just leave Nigeria. Just leave that particular place that you're staying in right now. Because there is a different experience. There's a different feeling when one actually leaves. I'm like, oh wow, this was just part of my bucket list. I just needed to travel out, let's go of whatever feeling I was feeling. Like, it's just different out there. Do you understand? Now listen, if you don't have a certain kind of money to travel even to Ghana or African countries or whatever, now do things that are adventurous to you. Take out time to, in your bucket list, if it's just trying out how to swim, learn how to swim, trying out different things, skydiving, scuba diving, surfing, different sort of things. Just revisit your bucket list. There's hot air balloon. Learn so many things. Learn a new skill, photography, painting, acts and designs, whatever it is, just learn that. Like, it's so fulfilling that you're doing something other than your regular routine. Do you understand, guys? So one thing I always tell people is, I don't know if a lot of Nigerian families actually do this. Going on a road trip with family, friends, colleagues. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy. That's also an adventurous thing, especially for people that tend to feel like, okay, I can't really go, like, leave the country based on financial things or whatever it is. So if you're in that position, you can go on a road trip with your friends. You can go on a road trip to Ibadan. Ibadan is a very beautiful city. I'm telling you, go there, go camping with friends, enjoy, like, fire night, whatever, however they call it, campfire. You would enjoy life that way. You don't have to get to your 30s, you don't have to get to your 40s before you feel like, oh, I think that's this is what I'm meant to start doing. No. So guys, the next one I always tell them is that there are people that stay home and they don't go out. There are so many things to do, and their excuse is that everyone is doing just the same thing in Lagos. Everybody's just doing the same. No, 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 no. Like, what you have to start doing, go for the concert you want to go. You don't have to wait for friends to follow you. Go for the concert, go for the music fest you have to go. You need to start living your age. You're not a 60-something-year-old man or woman or lady. You need to start living your age. Go out there, put yourself out there, have fun. There's so many things to do other than just, sitting in your house watching Netflix, and the next day you're having the same routine as per usual. Do you understand? The next point is always look good. Elevate your lifestyle. Look good. Now, you don't want to get to a certain age and you didn't even learn the basic things, how to actually dress properly, look good, carry yourself with some certain age. You didn't learn all those things and you're heading to 30. These little tips, these micro tips I'm giving you guys is going to literally change your life forever. Now, once you start inculcating all of these tips I'm telling you, my dear, you're going to know what exactly I'm talking about. Now, apart from that meditation, try following whatever sort of life you tend to see yourself. Follow mentors that align with the sort of life you want to live. Now, go into listening to podcasts. Get your life together, guys. Always look good. There is nothing else than looking good. Learn how to look good before you even get to 30, because why in the world are you looking scruffy and you don't know, like, the basic things on how to dress as a proper person, as a proper lady, as a proper man at your age? So, guys, like, and the last point I always tell, reflect on yourself, reflect on your actions. How do I better myself? How do I make myself a better person before I get to some certain things? Because now 30 is like an opening of, how I explain it right now, like, to some certain level whereby you have to figure everything out. But before trying to make yourself pressured by that, do this little micro tips I literally told you, and you're going to thank me for life. I'm telling you, learn how to speak well. See, there are different platforms that would literally teach you. It's so easy right now in this generation compared to the other. It's so easy right now because everything is on a platform. You can learn whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. Do that. Work on your character, work on your behavior, work on your approach, work on your dress sense, work on work on your bucket lists, guys. Work on it. So guys, yes, I've come to the end of this video. Like I said, I didn't want this video to be too long, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And do not forget to take 1 or 2 tips I told you in this video and try changing your life before you turn 30. So guys, this is the end of the video. My name still remains Naomi Ofwedu. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there are other tips that I didn't mention, please comment down in the section below. Let it be an interactive section, and I'm going to answer to your questions and replies. I love you all. See you in the next video. Bye.